Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something pretty intriguing. It's this intersection between Pi Network, which I'm sure many of you know, and, well, generative AI,
Yeah, it's a hot topic.
right? And our goal here is to really unpack some very specific questions that have come straight from the Pi Network team itself.
Officially, you mean?
Exactly. We're looking at a public post they made. It was on there at PiCore Team X account. Let me see, dated June 19th, 2025, about 10:44 p.m. So quite specific.
Okay, got it. So official source, recent post. What's the first question?
So the first big one they threw out there is, and I'm quoting here, what is the relationship between GenAI and Pi Network?
Wow, okay.
Straight up, just like that.
That's not subtle, is it? Coming directly from the core team like that.
No, not at all. What do you make of that, them asking so directly?
Well, it's significant. I mean, hugely significant. When the official team asks that question, it's not just idle curiosity. It strongly suggests they're, actively exploring some kind of strategic link, a real integration.
Right. Not just community chatter.
No, this is internal thinking being surfaced. It makes you wonder, are they looking at using AI for, say, the mobile mining side, making it smarter?
Or maybe something with the consensus mechanism.
Could be. Or managing network data, perhaps. Or maybe even enabling new kinds of AI-powered apps on Pi. The very act of asking points towards a future plan, I think, not just a maybe.
Okay, that makes sense. But then there's a second piece from that same post.
Oh.
Yeah, because more specific, they ask. Why did one of Pi Network's co-founders, Nicolas Kokkalis, participate in a panel discussion about GenAI at the Consensus 2025 conference?
Ah, okay. So linking a specific action by a founder to GenAI.
Exactly. It connects the general question about the relationship to a very concrete event.
And Consensus 2025? That's not a small venue. That's a major industry conference.
Right.
So Kokkalis being on a GenAI panel there, that signals serious high-level interest. It's strategic. They're not just observers. They're likely deep into researching how GenAI fits into Pi's future.
Like how it could be used practically.
Yeah, maybe for things like on-chain security, detecting fraud, or perhaps improving the user experience in the app, or even, more complex stuff like helping design economic models within the network using AI. His presence there speaks volumes.
So we've got these two quite pointed questions coming straight from the source. And they specifically asked for responses, or for people to think about this, by Pi Day,
Right, Pi Day.
which is set for June 28th, 2025. So there's a date attached.
That deadline, Pi 2 Day, it's interesting. It feels like more than just asking for community input.
How so?
Well, it builds anticipation, doesn't it? Gets the community focused on these exact questions right before that date. It suggests maybe they plan to share something related to AI around Pi 2 Day. Setting the stage, perhaps.
So it's about timing, creating a moment.
Exactly. It makes this whole AI integration feel more immediate, like something they're actively working towards now.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap. We have the PiCore team themselves putting out these big questions. One about the general relationship with GenAI, and the other about their co-founders' specific involvement in a GenAI panel at a major conference.
Yep. And all leading up to this Pi 2 Day deadline.
It definitely feels deliberate, like they're guiding the conversation.
I agree. It's clearly not just a passing interest in a tech trend. This looks more fundamental.
So why should our listeners really care about this specific situation?
Well, because what we're potentially seeing here is the convergence of two massive forces, blockchain, like Pi and AI. And that combination, it could genuinely change things. How we interact online, how digital economies work.
You mean like AI built into decentralized systems?
Precisely. Think about AI-driven dApps that learn, or intelligent agents operating on a blockchain. It opens up fascinating possibilities. For Pi specifically, integrating AI could be about scale, efficiency, new features.
Yeah.
It could be transformative for their ecosystem.
Okay, so wrapping up, we're left with this puzzle deliberately set by Pi Network. These specific questions about GenAI, the founders' actions, the Pi 2 Day timing.
So the final thought, maybe, for you listening is, what do these specific moves, these questions from Pi Network right before Pi 2 Day actually signal? What might this tell us about where crypto projects, especially one like Pi, are heading next with artificial intelligence? It's definitely something to watch.